Hey guys, welcome back to another Ice and Fire episode. So to start off real quick, I want to thank all of you guys who have subscribed for subscribing. We have successfully hit 50 subscribers, and oh my goodness, it is insane, you guys. Now we are on our way to 100. So if you guys could go down there and hit that subscribe button right now, it would really help me out, and we'd be on our way to 100 subscribers, and that would be absolutely amazing. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, go down there and do that. But to start off today, I want to thank all you guys who gave me names for the dragons. The dragons, not yet. We're gonna get dragons eventually, but we have a dragon right now. I just want to thank you for the ideas, and some of them were pretty cool. The person who got the name for this dragon was Jake Mike, I think it is, and he commented the name Starblaze. It didn't really help, but I didn't tell you guys that the dragon is female before I told you guys to come up with a name, so you guys really didn't have anything to gauge that off of. But you know what, this name is pretty cool, and we're gonna go out there and name her Starblaze right now. But before I go out there and grab it, I'm going to grab this. This is very important. I was going to cover this in the last episode, but stuff got corrupted, so we're going to cover it in this episode. So if we come over here, as you probably noticed, she is very big. Huge dragon. Look at this thing. Look at this. I can't even zoom in on it. There we go. Look at that head. It's huge. So this is a stage 5 dragon. I spent lots of time feeding it with the dragon treats to speed up the process of it growing. It's pretty simple. In a crafting grid, you just put an X of bones, and then you fill the rest in with any type of meat, mismatch it, whatever, it doesn't matter. And it grows them up a full day when that happens. But yeah, so now we have this. We have a full-grown dragon. This thing's huge. But anyway, if we go up here and we click on it, we can see I've put armor on it, and then in here it shows us the health, the gender, hunger. So if I give it one of these chicken, it'll fix that. Stage 5 comes at 100 days old, but of course I sped that up pretty quickly with the food. So there we go. Now it should be completely full. Yep, completely full. Now if you notice, I have strength now from just being next to the dragon. So when I'm near the dragon, when I'm near a tamed dragon, I get strength, and it's really cool. I don't remember which stage this starts at. I didn't notice this for a little while, but yeah, you do get strength from your dragon when it's tamed, which is why when I was fighting stage 5 dragons in the wild, they were giving me weakness. So that's really cool. But anyway, let's give her the name Starblaze. Look at that. We can just see like the name tag up there. And now he has a name, Starblaze. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? See if we can run away and see it. I don't think we can run away and see it. Maybe? Nope, I guess we can't. I guess if I get right, there we go. If I get close enough, you can see the name up there. But, yep, so on the last episode, I left you guys off with the fact that we could fly a dragon. There's a pretty solid amount of things that go into flying a dragon, different controls you need to use, etc., to be able to fly the dragon. But first, let's talk about this. This is a summoning crystal. In the last episode, we talked about getting them. So let me look real quick. Dragon summoning. There we go. I have all caps on. That's funny. These things right here. You craft it like this. So it's pretty simple. The only expensive thing is a diamond, but you can find those pretty easily in dragon lairs. And then the dragon blood, fire dragon blood. This is different for all different types. You have the different type of blood and a different type of not this one uses emerald, this one uses sapphire, this one uses amethyst. Yeah, amethyst. So that's kind of cool. But pretty easy crafting recipe. And what it does is it allows you to bind your dragon to this item. So if I come up here and I click the dragon, you see now it's bound to Starblaze. So you can see it's bound to my dragon. Now if I run over here, run a good ways away. Now, I haven't tested this out yet. We'll test this out in the future. But apparently, if your dragon dies and it's bound to a crystal, then you're supposed to be able to bring it back by just clicking on the ground. Now, as you can see, it teleported Starblaze all the way over to me. So, a pretty simple concept. when I get another dragon, and I have 3 total, enough to have a baby dragon, I will test this concept with a dragon that we've bred, not with her. She was our first dragon. She will never get tested on. We will never kill her and then hope to bring her back using the summoning crystal. But anyway, it's a kind of a cool way. It works all throughout the overworld. So if you're like way, like if I ran all the way over there to that mountain and I place this down, it should teleport her all the way to us. But this can be kind of useful, especially when you die, because I have to show you guys some stuff that I grinded from the times that I was gone and recording now. I went on a siren and sea serpent killing spree. Eventually we'll do some more of this in the future, but as you can see, I have a lot of sea serpent skills, and I have a pretty decent amount of shining skills too. So right now, in theory, we could craft I'm trying to remember the name. Tide Guardian armor, I think it is. But we're not going to do that right now. So I went on a grinding session to get Fire Blood, and a couple of other things. A bunch of scales and stuff for different projects in the future. And grinded a bunch of stuff out. But I died a couple times, thousands of blocks away. And I think I have 2 of these. So this is something that I thought was going to work, but it doesn't. I don't think I have... Where's the second one? You look right. Here's the second one. So, I think you should be able to tell in here. I'm gonna real quickly just clear it. In this dragon summoning crystal, I can teleport my dragon wherever. So I'm just gonna real quick run over here. I'm gonna teleport it into this area right here. So right here, boom, dragon's here. So I'm gonna fill this heart crystal up. Now you see it says it's bound to my dragon, but this is the one I filled up first. Now this will be the newest one that I fill up. I filled it up, right? They both say that they're bound to Starblaze, but this one right here, the one that's in my hand, this one is the one that we just used, or is this the one that we'll figure out real quick. I think it was this one that I didn't use. Oh goodness, this was the wrong time to forget this. Nope, I guess it worked. So that one worked. Now if we use the other one, this should be the one that we used first. Oh, I guess it does. Okay, this is really weird. I have no clue how this is supposed to work, you guys. In the past, I had 2, and it wasn't teleporting her. Here's the goal. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to fly her away. We're gonna fly. Oh yes, this would be a great time to cover flying with you guys. So it's pretty basic. If you guys want to know all the controls and stuff, just hit escape. Go to options, and in here we'll go to controls. Now let's cut it off a little bit here. You know what? I'm gonna change my GUI scale. I don't know, video settings. Make it a little bit. That should fit better. We'll see. Controls. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see everything. So you have your basic controls, game, and then your gameplay controls. This is where things get interesting. Your attack, that's destroy button. That's normal, and then your dragon breath. It's automatically set to R. My sprint is set to R, so you know it's a little weird. So it says it's red, but I can still use it. Dragon down is not normally V. I changed that to V because it's easy to reach with my thumb. And then dragon strike G. I don't know if that's the same. I haven't tested these out too much. I think no, actually these are just normal gameplay buttons. And then throughout here, that should just be the basic stuff. It doesn't tell you how to take off with the dragon. Oh yeah, here you go. F7 to change the camera on the dragon. Let me see what else is there. Much of a hoorah. As you can see, all over the place. It gives you, it's kind of cool. It gives you the different mods and kind of what they do and how you can, the different keystrokes for those. Now I don't know why it doesn't have one just for Ice and Fire. Maybe because there's just not enough, and it puts it under normal gameplay stuff. So those are pretty basic. We'll be going over those real quick. So when you want to fly, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you hit spacebar. Your dragon takes off. Very simple. W to move forward, D to move back, but moving back, as you can see, is really slow. And then you can move it sideways. Very simple. If you're going forward, it doesn't like to go sideways like that. You can turn your head using your mouse, and it will turn the head of the dragon. and make your turns a little bit simpler. And if you hit the A and D keys, it like slows that down. It's kind of annoying. And then of course, you know, space bar to go up while you're holding W does this. It's kind of cool, gives you this really cool incline. And then for me, I have the key bind to V, so I can take the dragon down. When I'm holding W, it'll take it down, kind of looking like it's diving. But if I just want to take it down, I stop V. Now the problem I've noticed that I've made a mistake before is hitting shift. And when you hit shift, it brings you down. But you know, of course, when you're flying in creative, you're used to hitting shift. So let me go over to a place where I probably won't die from hitting shift. Let's go to water. Let's go to water. I'm pretty sure the dragon comes down to you. Oh yeah, there's one of those. We'll raid that here in a little bit. I'll show you guys some of that thing. Something from that. So if I hit shift right here, as you can see, I fall into the water. And so does my dragon. Comes straight on down with me. It's kind of nice, but when you're falling off of a really high point, this can be a real problem, especially dying from fall damage, and I may have experienced this once or twice. So you know, pretty simple, pretty basic. Just don't hit shift and you won't have that issue. And then probably my favorite, this is a lot of fun. Let's go over to a mountain a little ways away from my base, because I don't want to uglify everything near my base. And it's becoming nighttime, so that's a little annoying. Let's head down. We can do it like right over here. We'll do it like right over here. Look at this. Right on this side of the mountain. So you can do this in air as well. But R, it's so cool. Look at this. Causes the dragon to shoot fire. And depending upon where your perspective is, if I hold more up, it's going to shoot up. If I hold more down, it's going to shoot more down. So if I go down, see it shoots almost practically underneath me. Even though the head of the dragon isn't turning too much, if I take off, we can demonstrate this a little better. So look at this. If I go up the mountain, it's going to light everything up on top of the mountain. As long as I'm close enough. That's also the catch. It's kind of cool. It turns it all into the burnt version of the blocks. Now with this, I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure they start to turn back eventually. Which is kind of annoying, but kind of good. And then let's see if we can find any mobs. It hasn't shot the fireball yet. There we go. See, it shoots the fireball, and it takes out a chunk of the mountain. So that's, or just blocks in general. So that's kind of cool. Here we have some mobs. It looks like. So let's go down. So G is the grab attack. I don't know if you guys can see it. Come on, we want to get them. There we go. Come on, creeper. I don't want a creeper to blow up near my dragon. Let's go over here. Ugh. Get him. Well, it's kind of hard to do it this way. But if I jump off my dragon real quick. Oh, I don't think they're on I don't think it's on escort. Do I have my thing on me? Let me check and see which backpack it's in. This one. Okay. So right now my dragon is set to sit. Oh. It's going to sleep. Oh goodness. This is a bad time to do this. Come on. Escort. Okay. So this is really cool. This is probably my favorite part about having a dragon. Look, I'm going to punch it. And it is going to slay it. Look at that. It flies around me and breathes fire and everything. Look. And if it hurts me, look, it hurts me. Now watch. Death. It's going to just boom. It dies. It doesn't even matter. Like if I punch this dragon or it punches me, look, watch it just die. Look at that. Dragon just burns it. It is the greatest thing. Now, spiders are a little more annoying because they like follow you really quickly. You have to be careful when you're doing this because the dragon does kind of have a tendency to light you on fire. But this is so much fun. It burns and destroys anything that's hit me. Look at that. The dive bomb attack. I have my own personal escort. It's absolutely amazing. So pretty much nothing can kill me at this point. I mean, it can. I figured out that with more powerful mobs. And the fire. The fire itself can kill me. I've been killed by my own dragon's fire while it's trying to protect me. And that's just a little bit annoying. But, you know, we roll with it. So, something I figured out. Once the dragon, it said, is almost spooked. Okay, the baby dragon could be a problem. Because, yeah, there you go. You can see that I'm now getting caught on fire as well with the little baby dragon. Do I have water? Oh, I do. Okay. There, I think I got the baby dragon. Oh, it came down on its own. Okay, so this is kind of rare. Usually it doesn't come down on its own. Usually it flies around. Let's get it riled up again. Get mad at some creatures. Oh, see, it's sleeping. See, it's nighttime. I shouldn't have chose to do this at nighttime. Come on, buddy. Now, the problem is getting this guy to land again. At night, it wasn't as big of a problem because it wants to sleep. But what you can do, what I've been told, and from what I understand, if I get this little thing, it's called the Dragon Bone Flute. See, look at this. Brings it straight down and right to me. Look at this. Right to me. It was flying around, but now it's straight down next to me, and I can get on it and fly. We'll do it again. See, it's flying up in the air. While I'm running, it's following me. Great, really great for when you're traveling and you don't want to be flying, which I don't understand why you ever would not want to be flying. But, you know, you just play this horn, comes straight down. Well, that time it came down and went back up. Come on, come down. I think I'm in a bad spot. Let me go over here. No, it landed. Goodness, come on, buddy. Gotta find a really big patch. There we go. Good on you. This can be so much better. So much better than running around trying to get your dragon to like land and then click on it fast enough before you can before it takes off, and then trying to use the command staff to make it sitting again. But then after it's escorting you, it goes to wandering, so then it's even harder to get it to land, and it's just all around pain. So I would highly recommend that you make one of these, the Dragon Bone Flute. We'll look that up real quick. Dragon Bone Flute, right here. Very easy to make, extremely easy. As soon as you get a dragon, you can fly it. Make one of these. It will save so much to. Oops, I'm holding R. Oh well. It will save so much time. So you know that's kind of the basics on come back down. See, like this. I got off it. There's no reason for it not to land. Oh, I didn't want you to land over there. Come over here and land. What was happening? Real quick around the base. As you can see, chicken coop now has a stone roof. It's not perfect by any means. I don't really know. Well, maybe it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but I tried to copy the wooden one because the wooden one was, well, burning all the time, because for some reason I forgot to turn off fire tick when I created this world, and this lava was spreading absolutely everywhere on the ceiling, and it was really annoying. So I've redone the roof, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of cool. I've added this little sleeping thing. This is really cool. This is part of the mod with the sleeping bags. It allows you to sleep during the day. So as you can see, I'm sleeping during the day. And then there's this weird in-between time between night and day where you can't sleep here and you can't sleep here. But I tried to use this to make the process of my dragon growing up faster because, well, I want a tier 5 dragon because I do want to make a really cool dragon forge area for these guys. But to do that, I kind of needed a maximum size dragon, and that's a maximum size dragon. So it'll give me an idea of how big I need to build it, and it's going to be really big. So I think it's going to be a work in progress. But I try to cheese growing it up because it grows up, you know, day by day. But that's actually not how it works. It has to have so many game ticks. So you can't just do this, sleep during the day in the hammock, and then sleep during the night in your sleeping bag or something else. But now it's daytime, and I could sleep in the hammock to sleep the day away. So that's kind of cool. And annoying all at the same time. But yeah, so let's real quick go over some of the stuff that I've done hunting wise. So we have all these sea serpent scales. I really would love to eventually create a pair of Tide Guardian armor. Wait, can I? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, these might be really useful. I'm gonna be honest. Against sea serpents, this could be really useful. But they're kind of expensive. Oh my word, that dragon is so loud. I have got to turn down the sounds of that. But you see, pretty chill crafting recipes actually, and it provides water breathing and strength when wet. Increases levels with full set. So this is something that we'll do in the future, but I'm going to get some on-camera stuff with killing sea serpents and some mermaids or sirens, depending on which one you want to call them. Killed a bunch of dragons. As you can see, that 14 blocks of dragon scales. That is a lot of scales. I need a lot of scales for dragon forge. And, so you know that structure over there. We're gonna head over there real quick. There was another one like it. I had it marked on my atlas. I can zoom in. Here we go. I think it was this one that I went and raided, and all it had, if we go into my backpack, as you can see here, is Dragon Forge ice bricks. Dragon Forge ice amateur. This is the centerpiece, and it only had those. I mean, these are useful for anything, blocks of dragon bones. But that's all that it had. It didn't have any fire Dragon Forge, which is kind of annoying. So I don't know if they spawn in just ice biomes and they're only good with the ice dragons, because if so, then we may need to go and find a ice dragon to grow up and to get our first set of Dragon Forge armor, because it's really hard to get. So I've already I've done peekaboo in this one before, as you can see. I've kind of gone up and looked into it. I'm just gonna park my dragon on the top. So the whole concept behind these, there's multiple ways of, well, not really multiple ways of doing it. There's really one way of doing it. Do I have blocks on me? Let me look. I have plenty of cobblestone. Let's see if I get MLG. Yeah, look at that. I'm insane. So you can get a key. You know what? I have got to turn down the dragon volume. Oh my goodness. Music. Hostile creatures. Friendly creatures. Let's turn that way down. Hopefully that's better. So this door can be opened with a key. This is the traditional way to beat the dungeon per se. I don't exactly know where you get the key. It may be in my in here. Undead is what I gotta look for. Undead. I am gonna be honest, if I did this again, I would probably do it a little bit more organized, because I did not do it very organized. And it's probably on this one. Yeah, there it is, right here. They're weak, blah, blah, blah. They're not. The dreaded monsters drop dreaded sarge, which can be used to craft blocks. The dreaded lynch is a rare drop. The dreaded lich. What is a lich? Lynch, whatever. You see, I don't see it. Drop the key, which can be used to open the gate of the whatever this thing's called. Does it not go further? Huh. So I don't exactly know how you're supposed to get the key. But that's not how I like to do it. No, I don't. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. There's like a skull built in. That's really cool. So these blocks take a very long time to break. So if I come over here to this corner, you can see it takes forever to break. So the concept is you have to get it normally. It's called Dreadstone. There's tons of different variants of it. But to get in, you have to run the whole dungeon, and these are very strong mobs. Very end game type deal. So I think in this corner here, let me look. Yeah, see, you can see the Dragon Forge in there. So they have like a broken apart Dragon Forge. Why is there a normal spider in here? Of all the things, there's actually a normal spider in there. What? Okay, that's kind of funny. But you can see in here they have the Dragon Forge. Now, let's dig into this book really quickly before the spawners go crazy, because when the spawners go crazy, lots of mobs spawn, and it's really hard to clean out. So if I can get down here real quick, we can get a better look at some of the mobs. With an enchanted pickaxe, it would be a little bit better, a little bit easier to mine this out. As you can see, there's these giant spiders, and they will build up to you. I always like to check the walls before I come in. Having, oh yes, and this can be really annoying. Though you have to close that door off first. That is your goal. That is your goal. So I like to place a water bucket here. And make sure that there's holes in the ceiling. Holes in the ceiling are so good. They let the light come in. So see, as you can see now, they can't get to me at all. So if I just kind of, you know, slip down here. I've done this a couple times. Unfortunately, I've failed a couple times as well. In other ice and fire worlds. Okay, let's kill the spider. The spider could be an issue. Spiders are really annoying because they can climb the walls. These guys, not so much. So we hop down in here and fill up the wall, and we go straight back up quickly. There we go. We made it out. Now no other mobs can get in here, which is probably the most useful thing you can do. I'm gonna eliminate the spider. See, these spiders are so annoying. They climb up the walls, and they're very, very scary and annoying. Because I usually I'd come here with some sort of lighting to light this up, but for now I'll just open up ceiling. That'll help a bit. Helps with spawn rates just a little bit, because you don't want creatures to spawn in here. Or at least you don't want the creatures that spawn to spawn. There's a couple spawners. There's that one. Okay, it sees me. See, now for some reason they do have a hard time climbing walls sometimes, but they can climb walls. These dogs, they have the longest reach, I'd say, out of everything. This can be a great way to get experience. Okay, it's that spawner I need to get rid of the spiders. See if it'll climb the wall. No, but they can. They can climb the wall, trust me. Trust me, I have experienced this many times. Oh wow, what is that? I don't recognize that. Oh yeah, see, look. There's one chilling up in the wall that I missed. Can't believe I missed that. I have not seen one of that creature right there. What is that? I do not recognize it. That's interesting. There's like multiple of them. What is it? It looks like a troll almost. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. I'll open up another skylight there. And we're going to go after this spawner. Okay, there we go. See, it's climbing up. So, you know, it's pretty simple. Build around until you can get down to the spawner. Make sure you have a way of, like, I like the bucket to kind of push them away from it. Okay, well now he can climb up that. I didn't know that. When were the trolls able to climb up water? Okay, I'm gonna kill all these trolls. There you go. You learned something from me today as well. I learned something today. That's very interesting. I didn't know that these troll things could climb walls or climb in water. So that makes it a little bit harder. But anyway, I will try and speed this up for you guys. We'll either run a time lapse or just show me breaking the blocks. You gotta kill everything, and then get to the spawners. And I would not recommend just dropping. As you can see, we've already got a lot of mobs in here. The faster you break the spawners is much better. But yep. So I'll speed this up for you. Run a time lapse or something to speed up the process. Okay, guys. So I got pretty bold once I got the spider spawner. All these holes in the roof really helped light it up and make the spawns a little shorter. And boxing this wall off can be the most important, not to let all the other spawners feed into here. So I killed everything with my bow. I dropped down, broke this one, ran over, broke this one, ran over, broke this one, and now we're left to ourselves inside. As you can see, it gives you a pretty solid amount of loot. It's absolutely amazing, and I would highly recommend doing this if you're doing this for your ice dragon. I don't know if you can do it with your fire dragons. Trust me, I will figure out whether you can or you can't, because if you can, then I will go and find these structures for the fire dragon, because I do believe this is the fastest way to get everything you're gonna need. But the only downside being there may not be any for fire dragons. So as you can see, it takes a little while to mine everything. So you know, you don't have that going for you, but they gotta be pretty solid blocks, you know, made out of dragon scale and everything. So I'm gonna mine all this up, and then I will bring you guys back once we get home. I'll do a little bit of research to figure out whether you can get these structures with fire forges, I guess is what they'd be called, with the bricks for fire dragons, because that's what we have. And if not, we may have to go on a search for a ice dragon, a little baby ice dragon, because grinding out enough scales to get this whole thing built takes an extremely long time. Oh, look at this. Looks like I got a Dread Knight sword. Look at that. Look, this thing does insane damage. Like, ours does 6.5 damage. This does 17. Like, this is a pretty endgame sword. Deals a ton of damage. And yeah, it's really cool. So, I guess we got one of those. That's awesome. Let me look at my collection here. We have 14 dragon bricks. That's really good. 2 of these things. I think they go on either end, and the center one we don't have though. And then we have 8 dragon bone blocks. That's really good. That's actually like really good, especially from like only 2 loot runs of these things. So I'm gonna get on my dragon, head back home. Oops. And I will let you guys know what happens and how it works if we can actually do this with fire dragons. If not, then I guess we'll go from there. So I'll bring you guys back. Well, guys, so I did a bit of research, and yes, it turns out the only way they spawn is in cold biomes. The only places, and they don't spawn with any other types of dragon forge in them. They only spawn with the ice versions. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Let me sort this real quick. You know what? We'll take these out. We'll take everything out from here that has anything to do with Dragon Forge. Let me change my perspective. Goodness. And I will stick it in here. The bone bricks as well. I don't know why I have all this in here. I need to create more storage. Stuff we need to do. We're going to be doing some pretty normal recreational stuff here and eventually in this episode. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, if I swing with my sword, cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. If you're holding your shield and you go to swing, it will use like a sword or an axe on your shield. It'll temporarily disable it. Anyway, so we'll just stick these in here, and I guess we're gonna go searching for a ice dragon. I guess we're gonna have to go find one of those somewhere. They shouldn't be too hard using my method to search for dragons. It shouldn't be too terribly hard, and we can fly now with that, so it should make it easier. I mean, our other option is to create one out of this, the fire dragon stuff we have. But if we look in here real quick, Dragon Forge, this doesn't show, but you have to have in these 2 places bricks. So that's kind of annoying. To create one. So that's 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 scales per block. And that adds up to a lot. To create this whole thing, because you see the center beast takes all of that, and that's really expensive. This isn't as expensive. Then to build it, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bricks of those, not including the bricks that you need for these. So yeah, they're pretty stinking expensive. I mean, the dragon bone blocks aren't too terrible. We get plenty of dragon bones and don't use them for much. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to end up raiding. I'll go and find some more of those little mausoleums, I think is what they're called. Undead. Yeah, mausoleum or something like that. And I'll end up cheesing more of those, making it real easy. Getting everything I'm gonna need to make a ice version of it. And then we'll find a ice dragon baby. And that will get us, we'll work on getting our first dragon steel armor. But anyway, if you guys did make it this far into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for making it this far, and great shout out to you guys who've done that. And if you guys can subscribe, we just hit 50, and it's an amazing milestone, which is, guess what guys, it's halfway to 100. If you guys go down there and you could hit that subscribe button, we could get to 100, that would be absolutely amazing. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit a like. It lets me know kind of what you guys like, what you guys are enjoying. So if you enjoyed it, let me know and kind of tell me what you enjoyed in the comment section. But anyway, this is Ruthless Storm, and I'll see you in the next episode.